Hey, beautiful soul. I am Joyful Medium Joy Giovanni here with another weekly reading for you. This week we're doing March 22nd through, oh my gosh, March 29th. How crazy is this? Time is flying, and this reading is actually about to reflect that once again. So let's take a look. This first card that we have here is this Two of Cups. Now, this has to do with collaboration. And if you notice, these two individuals are coming from different perspectives. This one is standing in water. This one is standing on the earth. There's a lighthouse in the distance, meaning if we have a common goal running in the background, even if we're coming from different places, there's collaboration available. And actually, there's an encouragement to collaborate, perhaps with someone you haven't seen for a while, perhaps with someone that has a totally different background or viewpoint or modality or strength than you. There is wonderful opportunity through collaboration, like we've talked about with the 8 themes of this year. We're going to see that as a primary theme throughout the year. And this week, I wouldn't be surprised if for each of us in a different way, some collaboration that either we've been thinking about, maybe you've had an idea and you're like, oh, I really want to partner with someone on this idea. Well, either the person's going to spring to mind of who you should contact. Maybe it'll be that person. Maybe that'll lead to another person, or perhaps someone might even reach out to you or mention to you exactly the thing that you've been wanting to collaborate on. So move forward with that if you can this week. The energy is supporting it. This next card we're seeing, again, the High Priestess, reminding you that you do have the intuition, the structure, the support from the other side that you need. You do have like the power is the way I want to say it. And really just reminding you that through all of the decisions, choices, the weighing out of potentials that you're looking at, this little moon represents intuition and represents a deep, sacred intuition. So some of you are much more spiritually connected than you maybe think about on a regular basis. This is an invitation to be tuning back into or finding a way to reprogram into your schedule those fundamental, foundational, spiritual practices, whatever they are for you, leaning into those at this time just to help you. I don't even want to say strengthen the intuition because it's there. It's just getting out of our own way to be available for it. So High Priestess energy around you again this week, which is wonderful. Now, this next card, last week, I believe it was, we saw the Page of Wands, or within these last couple weeks. This week, we are seeing Page of Pentacles. So if there are projects you've been working on, ideas you've been floating around, perhaps there's a program you're trying to bring into the world, or a book you're wanting to bring into the world, or a new service, for example, a new job. Remember, pages are about next chapter, fresh energy, new direction or new possibility, but in a next chapter kind of a way. Pentacles have to do with things that bring us abundance in the world. So just being available, perhaps it's through this collaboration, perhaps it's through this intuition, even though using intuition all week, remember. This new chapter is available to you to have more abundance coming in your finances. And this last card before we move to our overall clarifier is the Chariot. Now, this in Angel Tarot often is represented with Archangel Metatron. So if you know him or have been working with him, consider this a hello from Metatron, wanting to remind you to be working with him this week if you know how to do that. And if you don't, I dropped a podcast episode a while back. Just go to the blog section of my website or just search Spirit Speakeasy. I'll put the link in the comments for you as well, or in the caption to that episode of how to call in, how to work with Archangel Metatron. But the other thing that this Chariot card represents is energy starting to move very, very quickly again. Now, we've seen that over just this month alone, the energy moving fast and then receding slow, and then fast and then receding slow last week. Now we're seeing fast moving potential energy, possibility, choices to be made. So just be prepared for that. And like I said, it's a heads up over the way it's going to look for this entire year. We're in an 8, but it's an unusual 8. So really just being available for things to move quickly. It might mean we're needing to make some choices quickly. And that could even be an opportunity that has like a date on it, for example, where if you don't choose to participate, that date passes by and then that opportunity passes by. It doesn't mean there's no future opportunities. It's just meaning if you want something, you're going to have to take a hold of it, and there might be some quick decisions, some quick energy to use, but also things might start moving quickly in other areas of your life if they've been feeling a little stagnated or you've been feeling a little stuck, held back, whatever word you like in there in these last weeks. This final card, our clarifier, is the King of Swords. Now, King really in the tarot is the most elevated energy. So what do I mean by that? It's the most evolved person or situation. So this is really inviting you, if this is about you, this can also be about someone showing up in your life. But if this is about you, really stepping into that most evolved version of you. It's not that we don't want to have emotions, because of course High Priestess is all about sensing and feeling and using intuition. It's that we want to employ our logic mind, especially if it is a fast decision that we need to make. It's weighing the pros and cons, removing our emotions. It doesn't mean don't be kind, because this King delivers truth in a very kind way, but a very direct way. Makes choices from a place of logic and intellect and what is sensible and kind of looking at the longer term picture of things, but with love, with kindness, but with deep, profound intelligence, wisdom, ability to consider what's best in the situation, not necessarily always like what we want the most, but what is best in the present, what is best in the long term, and what is ultimately best for you. So it seems like you might be being invited to consider some bigger decisions this week. This is a card that often can mean just like looking at the long term of decision making as well, and how you're making your decisions. Is there something you keep choosing? Sometimes the way we say it is like a lesson you keep wanting to learn or choosing to learn. Maybe you don't want to learn it. That you're making the same choice and expecting a different result. So really just evaluating as you make your choices. Have I been here before? Does this resemble a situation from my past? What have I learned about this situation? Is there wise counsel? Can I do some research? But making the final decision from a very logical, wise, evolved place where the emotions are settled enough that they are not ruling the decisions in an unruly way. I hope that makes sense. If this is about a person stepping into your life, that person will have all of the attributes that I just mentioned, solid and integral, like a person of integrity, highest integrity, someone that's very intelligent, someone that doesn't let the mood or, the temperature of the energy, so to speak, sway them. They are steadfast. Their decisions come from wise, solid places. This could be a teacher or a mentor. This could also show up as like a business partner. Some of you I know are wanting to grow business, looking for loans, looking for partners. It could show up as a very wise partner, but the qualities I mentioned are the type of qualities you're looking for to identify this person if it's a person coming into your life. It could also be a person that is already in your life. And if there is someone that meets that description in your life, perhaps as these choices and collaborations and quick moving energy rise for you this week, maybe you're just wanting to take some guidance from a person that you might know who exemplifies these qualities in the world. So I'm so excited to see what this week brings for all of us. Hopefully, even though there is some fast moving energy, there is some wonderful, powerful new collaborations that come in, and just kind of some fresh air, some fresh energy, some next chapter around whatever abundance, whatever experience you're trying to create in the world. So let me know how this resonates for you. I would love it if you are loving these weekly readings for you to share this with a friend who you feel might benefit from just having a little heads up on the energy and what there should be available for this week. Big hugs, lots of love. See you soon. Bye for now.